Have you guys ever heard of a theory so awesome and cool that you just wanted to talk about it with other Star Wars fans? Well, that's the case here with me, except I'm talking into a camera, not to you directly, except for in the comment section, of course. And today, I'm talking about the fan theory of Star Wars The Force Awakens, that Darth Vader is not only going to be in the movie, but Darth Vader is going to actually be alive and a part of the story. Now, this is one of those very far-fetched, more than likely not true theories, but I wanted to cover it because I put my own theory out on Kylo Ren a few months ago, and today I wanted to cover this theory because this is a big one that's going on in the Star Wars community at this time. So, with all that being said, what is this theory and what does it entail? Well, this theory entails that Darth Vader is in fact alive. He survived the end of Return of the Jedi, even though we saw him die on camera. And the hand in The Force Awakens second teaser trailer that puts the robot hand on, the artificial hand on R2-D2 in the beginning of the trailer is not that of Luke Skywalker's, which is what everybody is assuming, including myself, but instead it is actually Anakin Skywalker after he's been redeemed and he's doing something in the movie. There's been people that have made lists of why this is true. People believe that they're going to try to throw us a curveball of sorts, and they're going to tell, and we're going to go see this movie and be like, holy shit, Anakin is still alive, but, you know, he's really crispy. He's not, you know, Hayden Christensen looking anymore. He's not normal looking anymore. Thank God it's not going to be Hayden Christensen if it was to be true, because, wow, that acting is bad, brah. But, that's the that is the theory in this situation. So first of all, what are my thoughts on this theory is that it's pretty ridiculous, and the reason being is because, as I said earlier, Darth Vader clearly dies on camera. Okay, Darth Vader clearly dies on camera. He sits there and tells Luke, you were right about me, you know, there is still good in me, you know, I'm not all evil, there's still Anakin here, and, you know, tell your sister you were right about me, and those are his last words, and he's dead. That has always been the ending to the great Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, whatever you want to call him. He redeemed himself in the end, he turned back to the light side, and he passed away. Then in the very end of Return of the Jedi, it shows Luke Skywalker giving him a Jedi burial as out of respect for his father turning back to the light side and admitting his wrongdoings, and that is the end of the saga, at least until this December. So, that's the biggest reason I have a problem with that. Secondly, is why would they need to bring Anakin back in the first place? Let's say he comes back, okay? Let's look at this. Darth Vader is can almost be considered the Adolf Hitler of Star Wars, okay? Not on such an evil and mass scale as Hitler was, but he was still a very, very evil person as Darth Vader. He killed people without even thinking about it. He didn't give a fuck. He slaughtered younglings in Revenge of the Sith, okay? He slaughtered children. He slaughtered kid Jedis in training Padawans. He has done unforgivable things. So let's just say he did survive. Would anybody really forgive him and say, well, you know, he's admitted his wrongdoings? And no, people would not. And assuming that the Jedi do forgive, he still wouldn't be able to go unpunished for his crimes. I mean, he Darth Vader would have to face crimes against humanity here in the real world, okay? He killed tons of people on a I mean, he blew up a planet, people. Even though it wasn't him who gave the direct order in A New Hope, he was still responsible for being a part of that, okay? That's just like, you know, it can be compared to the Holocaust in World War II with, you know, the Nazis. Yeah, the Nazis were there, and maybe they didn't pull the trigger, you know, and make the Jews be executed and make them starve to death, but they were just simply a guard there that were put there. They were still there. Okay, they were still a part of it. And, you know, that's what a lot of them said, too, was that, you know, oh, I was just following orders or I'd be killed myself, so I had to execute, you know, 100,000 Jews. Well, here in Star Wars, that'd be like Darth Vader saying, well, you know, the Emperor gave me my duties and he was my new master, and yeah, I killed countless people. I don't even know how many I count. I can't even count. So there's a big flaw with this theory. Is that my point is that there's a big flaw with this theory, because even if Darth Vader was alive, which would make no sense to begin with, but even if he was alive, they would not be able to just go hunky-dory down the road, he and Luke, and be fighting this new villain, Kylo Ren, General Hux, and Captain Phasma. There is no fucking way. Secondly, and another reason, is because they know there would be a huge outcry against this. You have to remember that fans like me and others, Darth Vader is dead. Darth Vader had an amazing run. He was the villain at the end of Revenge of the Sith, all the way to Return of the Jedi. It was a fun run. Darth Vader is I'm gonna say he is the most iconic villain of all time in cinema's history. There is absolutely no reason to be bringing Darth Vader back. There is no reason for it. So, you know, that's my opinion. I just think it's completely ridiculous, and I hate when I see people write on these theory websites about what The Force Awakens is going to have, and if there's going to be any surprise appearances by, you know, classic favorites like Boba Fett, Lando Calrissian, etc., etc. Darth Vader is not, I guarantee it, take my word for it, mark my words, this December, Darth Vader is not going to be in this movie physically. His helmet is, because we've seen it in the teaser, so he does play some role, and I think if he is in the movie, it's going to be a flashback, which in my opinion does not count him as actually being in the movie. It's just a flashback to when he was alive. End of story. Because I've heard rumors that there are going to be flashbacks. I've reported it on this, on my channel before. Anyway, guys, this is the Carns. What do you guys think? I mean, is Darth Vader wanted back by everybody? Because in my opinion, I would think majority of people are going to say, no, leave him dead, it's time to move on. I personally don't want to see Darth Vader be the main villain anymore, because he died and it was a good ending to his character. This is the Carns. You guys take it easy. Thanks for viewing. See you guys in the next.